Welcome back. Number 7, it can most reasonably be inferred that after Miss Taylor married, she had. Now, in the lesson, we talked about don't ever read outside the lines. The right answer is always in the text. Otherwise, it's wrong. So we don't, uh, you know, make interpretations or read outside the lines. A lot of students, when they see the word infer, they think about reading outside the lines. So just get rid of this. So we can just uh, rephrase the question. After Miss Taylor married, she had what? Again, we left off here from number 8. This is a two-part question. This one is after Miss Taylor married, she had, and then 8 is, okay, where's your proof? We've read line 37, 47 through 48. We need to read these lines. So again, with our piece-by-piece strategy, we left off on 55. We got to end on 79. So I pasted, we'll just finish this paragraph so we have enough information to answer this question. Okay, so 55, we ended here. So she recalled her past kindness, the affection of 16 years, how she had taught and how she had played with her from 5 years old, how she had devoted all her powers to attach and amuse in her health, and how nursed her through the various illnesses of childhood. A large debt of gratitude was owing there, but the intercourse of the last 7 years, the equal footing and perfect unreserve which had soon followed Isabella's marriage on their being left to each other, was yet a dear, tender recollection. It had been a friend and companion such as few possessed, intelligent, well-informed, useful, gentle, knowing all the ways of the family, interested in all its concerns, and peculiarly interested in herself, in every pleasure, every scheme of hers, one to whom she could speak every thought as it arose, and who had such an affection for her as could never find fault. How was she to bear the change? It was true that her friend was going only half a mile from them, but Emma was aware that great must be the difference between a Mrs. Weston only half a mile from them and a Miss Taylor in the house and with all her advantages natural and domestic. She was now in great danger of suffering from intellectual solitude. She dearly loved her father, but he was no companion for her. He could not meet her in conversation, rational or playful. So again, this first part, kind of just talking about, how close they were, Emma and Miss Taylor. Um, and then here we see that there's a difference between Miss Taylor. Miss Taylor's only moving half a mile away. She's getting married, but she's moving half a mile away. But there's a big difference between her, in another house, and then Miss Taylor when she was with Emma in the same house. So that's a big piece right there. So looking at this, after Miss Taylor married, she had what? So she basically moved to another house. I guess that could be an answer. So moved to another house a mile, less than a mile away, or only half a mile away, but you could still see that there's a lot of differences because she's not right there. It's going to be a different experience for Emma. So we just answered it. Now let's go to the answer choices and start eliminating. So after Miss Taylor married, she had less patience with Mr. Woodhouse. So that's not correct. Nowhere in the text does it say that she had less patience with Emma's father. Fewer interactions with Emma. Well, over here, that's kind of what it says. She moved, but they're not going to be, hanging out as often. It was true that her friend was going only half a mile from them, but Emma was aware that great difference. Great must be the difference between a Mrs. Weston only half a mile from them and a Miss Taylor in the house, and with all her advantages, natural and domestic, she was now in great danger of suffering intellectual solitude. So that points to pretty much, only moving half a mile away, but they're not going to, interact with each other as much. So I would keep this. Doesn't kind of say exactly what we said, but I would keep it. She had more close friends than Emma. Again, nowhere does it say that Miss Taylor had more close friends with Emma than Emma. And nowhere does it say does Miss Taylor have an increased appreciation for Emma. So it's answer choice B. Fewer interactions with Emma. And we kind of see that here pretty much in this paragraph. That's where we get our proof. So it's definitely not line 37 or 47 through 48 or 60 through 65, 73 through 79, this paragraph right here. That would be answer choice D. So we're done with 7 and 8. The only questions we have left is question 9, which is our last specific question. And then we have to go back to question 1, which was our general question that we skipped. So we'll do that in the next video, and I'll see you there.